Boop. There we go. It works now. That's the main thing. Because, you know, OBS updates and resetting captures and stuff like that. At least the input's working. I hope for the picture. How are we all doing? It's another Wednesday afternoon. We're back after 2 weeks and a bit off, pretty much. And it's not much going off this week. So we're going to play the new... Well, we're going to play the line that's currently newly on track. Which is the Type 90 line. And see how we go with that. From what I remember of the line, the Era 1s were a bit okay. The Era 2 was a bit meh. And then you got the Type 90 and the TKX. And I remember playing through it, and I remember the TKX a lot. I remember I enjoyed the TKX a lot more than the Type 90. I thought the Type 90 was okay, but I just felt like playing the TKX, I enjoyed it more, right? So we'll see how it goes with going back through it. We'll start with the STA3, why not? Hey Seb, hey Mocky Yellow, hello fellow tank sufferers. Yep, that's the way we are, right? That's the way we do things around here. We do enjoy ourselves suffering on a tank game. That's the way it goes. I've not even 3-marked it myself, Mocky. Not even 3-marked it myself. Throw in a Chuppa Chups and I'll be on it. Throw in a Chuppa Chups and I'll be on it, you know? Aye, aye, aye. Right, let's play. Let's play the Type 63. I do need to get replays for these as well, because I do need to do an on-track series video for the Type 90. This is one of the Cold War lines that I actually have the full lot for, because there's not many of those that I have the full lot for. That's why I don't often do the on-track series videos for them. Tundra. Tundra. Ba-da-ba, 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 ba-da-ba. Ooh, let me just... This is a little bit off, because I knocked it off earlier, which was very unhelpful. There we go. That means I don't have to quite sit so far out. Right, T57s, which will be a bit of a pain. IS-4M, Char-25Ts, E3s, FE-101s, FE-4005. Let's go. Move out. Let's get ourselves over to the hill. Because we're not really going to go brawling down the one line in this thing. This is not a brawler. Does this line not get the mastery emblem when you master a tank? No, you can get ace tankers and stuff like that. I'm not sure about mastery emblem because I don't really pay attention to the emblems. To be fair. Oh, an MX-38's gone up. Just that little bit too slow. Oh god, I'm going to take a hit for this. Ow! Ow!
It's a fuel tank. We're leaking fuel.
He's on fire! Bad shot.
Enemy is hit.
Everyone's just left the MX-38 like, yeah, it'll be fine. Oh, he's on fire again. That's unfortunate. Also got his ammo rack damaged. Bad shot. Oh no! Oh, I died. Everyone left the MX-38 on top. They were just like, we'll shoot the other dudes instead. And I'm dead now. Sad times. We're a bottom era tank against the top era. Does Derp Diggler ever play now? No. No, pretty much. I lost the login to that account a very long time ago, Mocky. I have absolutely no idea. It's why we've lost the third clan, for example, because it was the commander for the third clan, and I have no idea what the login for it is. And after a certain period of time, the commander, if the commander doesn't log in for a clan, it passes on to the next person. Which I'm not sure who that was, or who that was. We died. Sad times for us. Never going to go when you're taking on the top hero. I mean, the MX-38 is a pretty solid tank as well. Not going to go too well for you if you take that on solo. I was hoping for a bit of help on the hill, but yeah. We need another commander for the Eastern Alliance. Yeah, let's take you. You'll do. Let's get them. In fact, that's about right. I think. Yeah, that's about right. Has everyone got supply conservation instead of trap mechanic? Yeah, that'll do. That'll do for it. Just defaulted to Derp. Like I said, I haven't logged into that account for a long time, so it's probably should have changed from them as well. Because it's after the clan leader's not played for so long, and that account hasn't logged in or played for probably 2-3 years at least. Maybe longer than that. Yeah, let's go Type 61. Let's go. Erlenberg. Do 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 do. Don't know where I'm gonna go. Might go this way. Might go this way and then see what happens. Ba 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 ba. I know this tank just feels like the last tank. Like exactly the same, but a little bit better in the fact that you're a bit faster. Which is pretty handy for it, because the other one is a bit slower.
Let's have some fun and try not to create a time paradox.
Let's go. Oh, nearly hit it. Nah, I didn't quite get it. Can we pixel snap that at long range? No. Nope. Oh, he got tracked.
No, didn't go in.
He got tracked, so I didn't hit it. Oh, what?
We scored a critical.
Oh, okay. I don't know how we bounced on his side, though. Alright, T-55A. Hello, T-55A. I have shushed you. I have shushed you.
Nice one. Score.
Problem is, we can just shoot each other in the face.
Armor penetrated.
Yeah, I can't. I need a bit of help. No, don't lie.
Track destroyed. Position is vulnerable.
Hello, sir. My 4005 missed.
Cut through their armor. Track damaged. We could have.
My 4005 is dead.
We're stuck here for a while.
No! I die now. On fire! Where'd he go? We just needed a bit of help.
Hands abandon the crew.
We had absolutely no help. We had everyone behind us, but no one actually doing anything. We had these two behind us the whole time. And just... no shooty shoots. Sad times. But to be fair, I don't really expect much of teammates and stuff in Era 1 because a lot of them are new players. I just got stuck in a bit too much, and then their team came sweeping in. Not sure what that leopard hoped to achieve. He died very, very quickly. Still managed 3.2 in the end, though, which isn't too bad for saying we died very quickly. 3.2 is pretty decent. For a mid-era like that, in Era 1. We should hopefully win that. I'd hope. I would hope. Maybe. These guys have got to win over here and then get going to the other side. Pretty much. We'll see. They might win that. Let's go back to the STA-3 again. The only issue with these tanks, these two anyway, is that we've got a little bit low on the penetration side on the AP. A little bit low for this era, because a lot of them tend to have like 240, 250. 219 is a little bit low. Although the premium pen's enough to go through most, which is decent. Pearl River. Where to go? Hope to not get 4,005. That'll be the hope, at least. That's the hope and the prayer. Do 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 do. Right, let's go. I assume we won that game.
On to victory.
Let's go over this way. This is where the extra mobility on the Type 61 is a lot nicer. Thing is, we do have a good rate of fire, and the gun's fairly decent at closer range. At distance, it's not quite as good. Obviously, got the lower penetration. Mobility's fairly average, really. It's not quick on this one. It's fairly average. And the no armor doesn't help, because we do have 0 armor. They're hit. I mean, I'll take the free damage. Oh yeah, no. Nope, don't want it. Don't want it. What's that, an STA-3? Punched a hole in their armor. Hello, sir. I is shooting you. Death by FV-107. Get myself into position to shut down the type.
We got him. That was quite a feat.
Try and start cheeky. Oh, can't cheeky poke the FE4005 when he's like that though. What I want to do is get down here. Which means I've got to cross the path of these 4005s. Come on!
We got him.
Get away from me, sir. Ah! I see! I see why my gun just shot the other way there.
Penetration.
It's a cutie patootie!
Focus attention here.
They're 4005 running that way. What happened to the other one? God knows where the other one's gone. Oh, the other one's dead. So we're okay on that one. Actually. Looks like that one went straight through. Destroyed the building. Ah, I should have shot the STB-1 really. Track the STB-1. There we go. Now, please, if you could all farm him. No? Why do you farm him after he's repaired his tracks? There we go.
Impressive kill.
Impressive kill. Was it? M103 and the 430. Last two alive. I'm not sure we're going to get there for any more damage because the light tanks are already off on the way. And we are slow. Yeah, we didn't get that. Sad times for us. Sad times for us. Victory. Fairly average game. Fairly average game for us in the STA3. At least if we didn't get 4005. Could have gone downhill very, very quickly if we got 4005. But we were okay in the end. We're in the okay in the end. Even though the FE4005 doesn't hit as hard as it once did, it's still a pretty scary tank to go sit in front, especially if it hashes you for 1200. It's still gonna hurt. Or even 950 with the AP. Still takes away a lot of hit points. Liberty Falls. Three 4005s. Go this way, but this will probably be pain for us in the STA3 because we don't really have. Watch T57s again. T57's a pretty solid tank in Era 1. Pretty solid tank in Era 1. Autoload is decent. Gun's a bit derpy at range, but at close range it's not too bad. Just puts out damage pretty consistently, which is nice to have. It's nice to have that. Right. Let's go. Let's get this show on the road. Wow, that's a camo for the 4005.
Focus attention here.
Okay, I can't do that. I've not got the armor to do that.
Looks like that one went
I've not got the
straight
armor of the 430U or the M103 or whatnot.
through. Useless. These rounds are having no effect.
Let's go back him up, shall we? Screw it. Bad idea, but we're going.
They're knocked out.
I'm gonna help, buddy. I'm here to help.
Got 'em. Focus on this area.
M103, start focusing on the other M103. Don't run off from the M103.
We hit 'em hard. One of our vehicles destroyed.
Why did he run off from the M103? M103, come back! Baby, come back!
We pierced their armor. Enemy down. Well done.
Well. Ooh. Yes! Love it. T-57 versus Thrungva, which one's better? Thrungva, but the Thrungva's overpowered, to be fair.
Enemy
That thing
armor
outclasses
damaged.
most tanks in Era 1, in terms of all its stats. It is a very, 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 very good tank, because you've got amazing turret armor, you've got amazing mobility. The only thing that's bad about the tank is the gun handling.
Impressive kill.
But most stuff about it is ridiculously good.
Punched a hole in their armor.
Punched a hole in their armor. Jazz, jazz, jazz. Kids now only think of the jazz, always. Gotta have a bit of smooth jazz. You know?
We got him. That was quite a feat.
We got him. That was quite a feat.
That one drilled straight through.
He did. Hey Jesse, how you doing?
We didn't penetrate.
Glorious gun. I said this gun was consistent, didn't I? I made that error.
Good clean hit.
I see. I need to
Zero
eat.
penetration. Penetration.
Penetration. Fire? No. Oh, M103. You had all of the hit points. All of them. I don't know why I took that shot, really, to be honest.
Nice shot.
He's fine. I got enough time to go over and get the finishing shot.
Impressive kill.
He's fine, so I have enough time to do this.
Penetration.
Don't need the heat rounds for that sort of shot on him, so we'll just load the AP. Fire? No. Right, back we go.
We're
Oh, I
capturing
know,
the enemy
Suggle,
base.
innit? Shocking. Terrible. As long as they remember safety first, okay? Hey Zula, how you doing?
Focus on this location.
Got the M103. 3 XP question. There are 3 XP boosters in the shop, which are significantly discounted and much compared to the Silver Commando XP? Are they worth picking up? When it comes to the free XP boosters, I have absolutely no idea, to be fair, how effective they are. Really? Because I never use them. And they're one of those things that they are a very new invention, Erin. Like, they weren't a thing for a very, very long time, and then they were added probably last year, year before. So I've never really truly used them. So I imagine they're cheaper because you don't get as much bonus out of them as you do with a standard XP booster or a 2x booster or something like that. Or 5x booster. Not even a 2x booster, or a 5x booster. That was a nice game for it. That was a pretty steady Eddie game for the STA3, to be fair. Pretty steady Eddie game. What I'll do is I'll put 3 times. We'll play one more game in the STA3, and then we'll move on to the Type 61. We'll try and do that. Where we'll play a couple of games in one, a couple of games in the other, a couple of games in that, a couple of games. You get the point. And we'll try and move on up as we go up. Yeah. Right. Let's. We have some boosters. Right. Let's upgrade. I can only make one. Well, that's helpful. Yeah, okay, I can only make one. Or 1 9 times. Sure. The booster upgrade system is good, though. I will say. Right, let's put some 10 times on. Let's see what happens in this game. I mean, this is where we don't have any... This is where we get two-shot by two... There's 4,005s who just sit there looking at a corner, and they're like... on the corner, and they come in and go boom, boom, and we're dead. Like, and we do 0 damage. So there, we end up just doing nothing, and the 10 times free XP booster is completely wasted. I mean, that's what I imagine will happen now we put the booster on, because you know the fallacy of the put a booster on, have a bad game, right? That's what will happen. But yeah, in terms of the actual boosters, obviously, if you get a 2 times silver booster, that's gonna... Say you had a 250,000 silver game, you get a 500k silver game, right? That's a big boost. 5 times silver boost... 5 times silver boost. Imagine a 5 times silver boost. Whew! That'd be spicy! But yeah, no, the 5 times XP booster, obviously, you're getting a lot of XP out of that. 10 times Commander XP booster, you're boosting your crew XP massively. Because you don't get that much free XP a game. You get trickle. It's right. The free XP has always been the same. It trickles. So if you're boosting it by 10 times, I imagine instead of getting like 50 or 60, you're getting 500 or 600, which is still a lot. Or maybe let's say I don't understand the free XP system as much, because yeah, it's just not something I pay attention to too badly to, really. But we'll have a look. Let's say we've got the 10 times free XP booster on now, because we've got a couple because you get them for free from stuff like the free daily chest and stuff like that. And we've upgraded, naturally, as you've just seen with the booster XP upgrade or whatever. Not the booster XP upgrade, the booster upgrade system, which is very good. It's a very good system. Hey, Jubtel, the Cold War Centennial one is now available. Is this tank relevant for the game, or is it not worth buying? Could I ask you play with it? I do own it. I'm going to stick to playing the on-track for now. The tech tree tanks as we go up. I can say, though, it's not that great. It's not a very good tank, honestly, in Era 1. There's a lot better out there for you, buck. For Era 1, there is a lot of very good tanks in there, and the Centennial just is not one of them, quite honestly. Hey, Ignacio. Japan line compared to other countries? It's okay. It's one of those lines where it's just okay, to be honest. It's not really a line that you go, oh my god, it's amazing. But it's not a line that you sit there going, this is the worst thing I've ever played. It's a bit boring, if I'm honest. Because, especially when you get to Era 2, because the types are just boring.
Nice shot.
The Type 61, I'd say the Era 1 is a bit sad at times, because you get this tank, which is the STA3, and then you play Type 61. Type 61 is just this tank, but slightly better. Not much variation. I think that's the way to describe this line. It's not much variation, quite honestly. There's not much variation in this line. It's very much the same. as you go.
Looks like that one went straight through.
Because, like, when you get to the Type 61, for example, you don't even get an upgrading gun. It's just the same gun. You're just basically the same chassis, same gun, just slightly quicker. Thank you for shooting me, my friend. Now I'm not going to get the kill. No, I'm not going to kill him. It's easier to convert free XP with gold and know what you're getting. True. But you're best to wait for free XP sales for that. And I wouldn't say it's really worth converting free XP unless you see a tank that you want to buy. If they put one up, you know, they put one of the free XP sales up. Because I always say that the tanks for free XP, those sales are the best sales that they do. They are the best ones. Because you can make the discount at that point. Yeah, sure, you could pay to convert 450,000 free XP for a tier 10, for example, and it will cost you 18k gold or something. Oh, it went so high. But at the same time, you might have just played trickled up for XP. You might be sitting on 100k or 200k for XP, and then you go, I just have to convert 200k, and it costs me 9k instead, right? So the free XP sales are always the best, because you make the discount, and that's what's always been so good about them.
That one left a big...
So that's always the time to convert. I would never really skip a grind with free XP. I'd just use the XP boosters instead. I know it could be painful, but at the same time, it's grinding through it at the end of the day. Save your resources, because I mean that's how we managed to get the T41E1 for free on the free play account. Pretty much was just we don't spend free XP on grinds whatsoever. We just save it. Hello.
We got him.
Can I set you on fire, please? No? Hello? Hello? Hello?
That's gotta hurt.
Nope. No. Oh, he's mad. Oh, he's mad.
Nice shot.
That's rude. Don't particularly want to take on an M103, you know, it's a top era tank. And I'm a bottom era tank. Get out of there.
Enemy down. Well done.
Taking on one of those things full health is never a good idea. But if you can get some cheeky shots, that's what you want to do. But I'd say a 2.7 is not too bad with a kill in 386. Whoa, kidoki. Just randomly got stuck on the side there. Let's see if we can get there. We're not going to get there. It's just getting rinsed. There we go. 2,700 damage, 386 assistance. We'll take it. Victory! So, the free XP. We earn 1,098 free XP for that. We earn 1,098 free XP. What did we earn on the other game? That's not bad, actually. Because if you think about that, and then you say you managed to have... Because that was an average game as well. That's not even a good game for a tank, right? If we go over here and go to... Not that one, because that was a good game. If we go to this one, which was... It was a defeat, but... Was it... Wait, Tundra? Tundra Erlenberg. Pearl River, that's the one I'm looking for. How much did we earn? 258. So yeah, to be fair, the free XP boost you get for it. I mean, what did we get for that for a good game? 191. It does vary massively, obviously, between what you're shooting, what you've not shot, that sort of thing. But I mean, for saying that that's not the best of games, well, it's an average game. It's not the best of it. It's an average game. We managed to get 1,220 free XP. It's really not bad for a free XP earn. Really not bad at all. So, I mean, if you wanted to if you wanted to look at those, I mean, they could be decent to pick up, but then you got to think about the gold cost, right? 1350 gold for 110 times free XP boosters. That's still a decent chunk of gold. And if we wanted to convert some free XP, say, normally, if we wanted to convert 1,000, 1,050, 42 gold. So it cost us 42 gold. So each booster is costing you what? This is maths. Maths is hard, bro. Okay, leave me alone. See, I'd say it's down to you, really, whether you think it's worth it or not. You probably get a slightly better deal by just converting, especially if you had a free XP conversion sale. You might just be better if you wanted to get boosters. You might just be better getting these sets, really. But again, you can get them built up for free quite happily as well, because you can just go to the free daily war chest, do that every day, and you get some boosters like that, and then eventually they build up over time and you can just convert a load, but also you get them through the season, right? You get 1.25 times there, you get 2 times, you get a 4 times, a 1.5 times, a 2 times, a 1.25, free XP booster there, you get 1.2. You get my point. They start to build up quite quickly just by doing seasons and not really using them as often, depending on what you use them on. So it's one of those. One of those. Right, let's move on to the top 61. We played 3 games in the STA 3. Let's play a couple of games in the top 61. Aren't there certain World War II tanks which get a bonus to free XP earn rate, much like the Crimson tanks boost silver in? Yeah, there's a couple of weird ones. I think the T-32A is one, if I remember rightly, which a lot of people will have because it was a season tank. So, yeah, there's the T-32A that'll do it. I'm not sure on others. I'm not sure on others on that one. Because there wasn't a dedicated set that wasn't like the Cold Steel or the Crimson Steel, right? The Crimson Steel was silver boost. The Cold Steel was Commander XP boost. So you had the Demolisher, Eradicator, and Earthshaker. They made Commander XP silver. Yeah, Commander XP better than any other tank in the game. And then you had the Ragnarok, Minotaur, or the Hydra that had the better silver boost. There's not like a dedicated set like those that do free XP or something like that. They just randomly added it to some of the tanks, like the T-32A, which was quite weird. But there you go. Wanted to pick up the Super 48 earlier this week, but I thought I'd just wait till I got paid. It's not available to purchase anymore. Yeah, remember Ignacio, it always resets on a Tuesday. Always resets on a Tuesday. And if not, generally they tell you how long the sales are for, either in the store or actually on the website. If you go on what's happening this week, generally, if there's a sale going off, it'll tell you what the dates are between when those tanks will be available for. But yeah, it'll always change on a Tuesday, unless it's set to go on for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Like the GUP stuff is, right? That's 2 weeks, right? What's your thoughts on the TCM AGS? Dreadful tank. Genuinely awful tank. I do have a video on that babysitting from fairly recently. Why am I so slow? I thought I was faster than this.
Nice one. Score. No penetration.
I bounced. I see. Just because I see you means doesn't mean I can hit you. That's fine. You can hit me for 100 odd. I will hit you for 240. Trades, my dude. Trades. Best trade deal in the history of trade deals, you know? Do not shoot me. Hello, sir. Does this man know what he is doing? I do not know. I question it. I took the hit and everything. That soup is flawless. Must be the best damn tasting soup that anyone's ever had. FV107 just doing its YOLO thing. Wow, that went so far behind. Stay there. He's got trap mechanic. Light tank still YOLO'd about behind us. He's so focused on the other dude over the other side. Or there was another dude over the other side. Not actually sure what he's shooting at anymore. I was hoping to possibly track it, but didn't come off. That light tank is still YOLOing. Not tracking it. There we go. Finally hit it in the right spot. Okay. Sure, buddy. The goat is on fire. Switch to heat rounds because the AP is going to struggle against an M103. It's just...
Penetration. Good shot. Their armor's still intact.
Let's go, E3. I'll turn you. Don't worry. Oh, really?
That one didn't go through.
No. I bounced off his boot. Sad times. Where's the Centurion 2 then? Yeah, like the SD-Born also. The SD-Born's okay. The okay in Era 1. Obviously it's different, which is nice. Where's the Centurion 2 at? Oh, there he is. Uh-oh. He was like, I'm out! I'm out! Bye!
Count that one out.
Screw you, Gav. I'm going home. Is what that guy did. Clearly. Do, 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 do. Yes, Mr. Kirk. Do. It was nice to not have any 4005s knocking around. It was nice to not have that. Considering the last couple I've had 3 in a game. I pressed that. I meant to press X. I meant to press X. Because we go again. We go again. And then we'll play a game, and then we'll stop playing the STB1. Because we've done 3 in this, because we played earlier. 3 in the STA3, 3 in this. Yeah. Firing accuracy is reduced when your gunner is injured. Thank you for that tip. Hesh shells explode with a decentralized burst that can cause serious damage. It doesn't penetrate armor as well as heat ammo does, but thanks to the amount of blah-de-blah-de-blah, it blah-de-blah-de-blah. Yes. Right, 14005, and it's a fun and happy anytime. Oh. Just started to grind this line, and the STB1 is really fun. Yeah, the STB1's... Let's say the only problem with the STB1 is you get a bit of a bobbly gun. Like the suspension kind of goes like that all the time, right, which can be a bit annoying. And the armor, it can be a bit of a pain sometimes as well. Because you do have to sit there for a second to let it sort itself out, and then you can get a shot in. Heilbronn.
Let's see what this ride can do.
Let's see what this ride can do. Yes, let's. A lot of the teams going towards the town area. I'm not sure he meant to do that. Honestly. I'm not sure he meant to do that in the slightest. I think someone didn't take their auto drive off. You would move! I mean, naturally.
Critical. Good work.
Well, I went behind where I was aiming there. That was an interesting one.
We scored a critical.
We scored a critical. Let's just get going. Let's just get our shelf shifted. Get out of it. It's funny to bounce the gun around them, and the gun depression is amazing. It reminds me of the M4085, but with slightly less health and much more speed and gun depression. Yeah. The M48 is still pretty solid. Using the APCR or the APDS or whatever it is, and the Hesh though was glorious. The HE is wonderful on that thing. Same as it is on the STB as well.
That's on target.
Oh, that's terrible. That's awful on my part. That was terrible on my part. He's still running. Oh, it's a dual battery. What is he doing? Problem, I need my peeps to come and help. Hello. That'll only work once. This is where not having armor hurts. It hurts. No rolls. Damn it.
That's on target.
Gonna take a big hit. Oh, lol! Get down, Mr. President! Okay then, maybe I don't take big hit. Thank you, PT. That was very, very nice of you. Very, very nice of you. Hello, 165. I'm coming for you. There's still quite a few tanks left alive, which is fairly worrying, to be honest. Yeah, that's worrying.
Nice one. Score.
Don't know why he's so unhappy with me. There's a heavy tank in front of him.
Got through their armor.
We have to get rid of the 4005 first. Prime target numero uno. And we don't say uno unless we're going to win. Uno.
Armor penetrated. Main gun barely operational.
That didn't track him though. That is so annoyingly interesting. Ah!
Turret turn is
And I bounced! Nice. Damage Zamorak. Yeah. This broken turret thing is annoying. Stay there.
nice one.
I've already lost all my... No! He got away with that because I is 4M. Oh no, there's another ice 4M down. That's the first time that guy got spotted as well. Damn, dude. We were fine to losing battle there, though. They were all over that rock. All behind that rock. And we just didn't have the numbers or hit points. So, I mean, we had a good game. We just... Yeah. That was trying to take out guns and damage as much as possible, but not managing to get enough. I would say he's not got any equipment or a commander in this, which would indicate new player, to be fair. Yeah, he's definitely not got a commander in. Look, the detector's going off, but no sixth sense. And with how long his reload is, I'd say he's also got no equipment either. But he's in an M46A1, which is one of the tanks that they give to you to play as a new player, so it's not surprising. Not that surprising. When I was grinding for the M1A2, the M60 was the closest I came to pulling my hair out over this game. Yeah, the first M60 ain't great. The M60A1's alright, and then you get the M60A3 and you go, yeah, it's a lot better. It's nicer than the M60A1, but it's only a little bit better than the M60A1. And you've already played the M60A1 for about 200k XP. It's one of those. One of those. Come on, M46A1. Oh. Found a ticket for a toxic player with clips, got an auto response to use in-game reporting. Guy spent a whole match with teammates. Yeah, they'll always tell you to go to the in-game report system, Greg. Always. Even if it doesn't feel like it works. They will always tell you to go to that. The only other way to ask about it is to bring it to someone like KB, but that's if she even gets time, because she's a very busy person, naturally. sad times. We tried. But still, pretty decent game there for the Type 61B in the end. That's 3 games in that. Hey, Michael. Play Tundra every other battle? I've not had that in World War II since it came in. The first week, sure. It was all the time. But since then, since I've come back from holiday, I should really say, to be honest, I've not had that, thankfully. I don't mind Tundra. Tundra's one of those that I play and I go, yeah, I don't mind this. But seeing it all the time is definitely a thing. It's definitely a thing. Went for the M60A2 because my friends said it would be fun and they were right. Oh, yeah, Cole, the M60A2 is so much nicer to play than the M60A3. So much more fun. So much more fun because it's unique, right? You go from playing the M60... Because when you jump from the M60A1 to the M60A3, it's like quite a few of the tanks in Era 2 when you're grinding through them. It's like this line is going to be with the Type 74s. You go from the Type 74E to the Type 74G and you go... What was the upgrade? I reload 0.3 of a second faster. So it's just very ununique, right? Whereas you go to, and that's the same from the M60A1 to the M60A3, you feel very little difference, and then before you know it, you've ground out 500 KXP or whatever it is to get to the Era 3 tank from the M60A1 to the M60A3 to the M1, right? And you feel like you've just spent the whole time playing a lot of games in the same tank. But you get to the M60A2, and the M60A2 is just unique. It's completely different. It's got 80 gems, it's got the HE, and you can just properly meme with it as well, which is why I've always loved the M60A2. Always loved the Starship, because it is a pure meme. Pure meme. Might as well just be a bunch of different modules. Yeah. That's the problem with grinding in Cold War anyway. It's quite boring at times because the tank design is just boring. Because you move from one tank that looks like the other tank that looks like the other tank that's just ever so slightly better. That's why it's nice in Era 1 for this line, because you go from the Type 61 to this thing. And this thing just looks different, and it plays different. You got the 390 Alpha. That was a bad shot. There's nothing on that other than me.
Armor penetrated.
I cannot blame anyone but myself.
Consider that an honorable discharge.
Sir? Sir? I would just like to hit it. That was a bad shot. I aimed far too much to the right. He fired. There we go. Hesh into his upper plate.
Penetration. Good shot.
Penetration. Good shot. Right, okay, I get it. I get it. You don't want to hit things. I understand. You're a pacifist, STP1. I get it. I know you're a make love not war kind of tank, but like, please. That was a bad shot, really. that shot either, to be honest. And we've got the range drop-off thing, which is awful. Like, that's annoying. Because that means I'll always shoot off into the distance. Right, they've all gone that way, look.
Nice one. Score.
Nice one! Score!
Finished.
Hey, Chi! Hey, Chi is a glorious thing on this thing.
That's critical.
Team! I should run. Look, their whole team is coming for me. The whole lot. They're like, ah, that team must be going towards the base. But there's an SCP-1 that I can see. Run, Forest, run! I'm running, I'm running. I'm gonna run away from the enemy team. I like living, I like living. That's an M103.
Nice one. Score.
I've always found Era 1 boring, Era 2 and 3 is so much fun. See, I've always disliked Era 3, and Era 1 is just, yeah, let's say it's quite boring. I don't dislike Era 1, I just find it boring, especially when you find, like we've had a couple of times already, a couple of players that are clearly very brand new. Like, this guy doesn't know I'm shooting him right now. You know what I mean? Like, they're quite clearly still learning. So I just feel a bit about playing it. I don't particularly enjoy farming puppies, for example. You know, that's why I don't play lower tiers in World War II. And except for the fact that you can't really rely on your team in Era 1. To be fair, I mean, that goes for tanks in general, if we're honest, but because you can't rely on your team in Era 1, if you go too aggressive, you die, but generally the gameplay in Era 1 is also not particularly difficult. You just got to make sure that you don't get singled out and find that their team just plays really aggressively and your team is still trying to find out what they're trying to do at the back of the map, which happens a lot in this one. Like the game we had in the first game, right, in the Type... Was it the Type 61 or the STA-3? I don't know, the Erlenberg one where there was like 5 people behind us who hadn't fired yet, who were still just sort of hiding behind a hill. Because I don't think quite realise what was going on. This guy has so much better DPM than me because of his multi-weapon system. Best thing I can do is try and stay close. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
We're stuck here for a while.
Ah, don't do it! I'm just a little tank trying to make my way in life. Oh, balls. Ah, don't do it. I like living. I like living. I like living, I swear. Oh, Jesus, that's so bad from me. Ah, that was so bad from me. That was so bad. I was shooting the lower plate and I forget I can't pen the lower plate of a dual battery. You've got to shoot the upper plate. Oh. We did so badly there. We had him down to where we wanted him, and then we lost it. Really, we should have switched out the siege mode, because we didn't have the mobility to get away like we wanted to. That was me over-aiming the gun, because I don't trust it. And screwing it up, essentially. But I never win in a DPM war. I mean, he kind of screwed up a little bit as well, because that thing can wreck the SCP-1 so fast, because you got the multi-weapon system, and the DPM output of that thing is just insane. The dual battery. Because anything that's not got on it armor just gets shredded. I think Era 1 is much more of a introduction to all the concepts without throwing all the stuff like missiles and machine guns. Yeah, absolutely. But I've never enjoyed Era 3. Era 3 is just Wolfpack Central, and it's just very boring to me, personally. Era 2 was always the one that was enjoyable. And it still is, to be fair. There was a lot of fun tanks in Era 2. Well, we're not going to cap, lads. I can't see where he is because I've not got true vision, because I'm dead. He's over there. He's over there. But we can't cap. These guys are just sitting there waiting to get reset. I don't know why they're trying to cap. Especially their cap. You can't win by capping. Our cap is the same, because there's too many positions that you can see the whole cap. And you can quite happily just keep resetting the cap non-stop. And like dual battery, if this guy stays straight onto a dual battery, he's going to struggle to actually, you know, pen it. But yeah, I mean, the weasel toe isn't that big of a thing in Era 3, to be fair, anymore. I wish I hadn't screwed that up at the end. That was really bad by me. We could have saved that whole thing, but we played utterly shockingly at the end. Just screwed up the aiming against that dual battery. No! I caught the wrong button. I caught the wrong button. Look at that. There we go. 7K, 1764, 1000. That's not too bad. I don't actually know how many games I've played in this STB1. I'll have to have a look. I'll have to have a look. Don't think I played too many, quite honestly. Because I do try and get out of Era 1 quite quickly. Played 16. 16 in this one. Didn't do too well, as you can see, 50-50. 16 in that one. Oh, and then 17 in the STA3. Yeah. Right, let's go again. Mr. STB1. Let's go. How is tank today? Pooper ice cream? Poopy ice cream. That's the way it always is, John. Poopy ice cream. Which I know sounds like a fantastic flavour. It's always poopy ice cream. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's frustrating, sometimes it's great. Although not that you could call poopy ice cream great, I suppose. Otherwise, I think there's something a bit wrong with you if you'd call that great. What do you think is the most underpowered tank in Era 3? There's quite a few tanks in Era 3 that suck, to be fair. TCM AGS is one. It just sucks. The SK105A2 is also really bad. In terms of tanks that struggle tech tree-wise, probably the Type... Is it Type 89? But to be fair, I've never played it, so I can't really say because I've never played it. You're probably looking at BMP3 as well, because it's just so much worse than a lot of the other light tanks that are in Era 3. Like Armour 1, for example. Armour 1A3, for example, is so much better than a BMP. Like, it's just way better. Because the machine gun is so much better, as well as, and it's way more stabilised, as well as the fact the ATGMs are good on it. It's just a bit fatter. But there's quite a few light tanks that are also just better than it. Probably Greg Sausage Roll. Wasn't me. That was close. That was actually quite close. Got that one, though.
Cut through their armor.
I mean, the 4005 plagues calmed down a bit since they nerfed it. I tracked him! But the FV107 spam is still strong because the nerf to it wasn't even a nerf. Okay. I thought he was going to keep turning. I actually thought he was going to keep turning. Hello.
Penetration. Good shot.
Penetration. Good shot. Hey, cheater the butt. It looked very painful because it probably was. It really probably hurt you. Hey, cheater the butt hurts. Hey, cheater side of the turret hurts. It's not a good time as your HP dwindles. Yeah. Skadoosh. Hey, she at distance. Oh. 132. That's most disappointing. Every BMP is worse than its contemporaries? True. That's why I've never had the want to go and grind them, if I'm honest. Right, how much do we want to bet they've got stuff camping across the side from that bridge? Anything? Oh, hello! I seeth you! I think that's a Centurion 5-1 though, so I need to fire... Yeah, I need to fire APDS, because I'm going to struggle to pen that with Hesh, because of the random spaced armor on it.
Cut through their armor.
Cut through their armor. Nah, you missed. You've now made me angry. Except for Angie doesn't cover the fact that I can't hit you. Obviously. I need to remember to be in siege mode because the gun handling is so much better in siege mode.
Nice one. Score.
I forget the siege mode actually makes the gun handling better on this compared to the World War II STB. It went low and hit the track. I don't think he expected the movement there. Hesh, glorious Hesh, you take it to the side of the turret. It hurts you and feeds me lots of damage. I like using the Hesh, it's rather glorious. You didn't have to kill my gunner, it hurt.
That's on target.
That's on target. $334. Nice. 5.9. Unfortunately, they were the first Cold War tank line I grinded. Well, they were one of the first Cold War lines in general, weren't they? So, if you were grinding it back then, you probably will have got it. Generally. Bam, 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 bam. Right, let's go with one more game in this tank, and then we'll move on to the Type 74, the Entry Era 2, which kind of sucks, to be fair, because it's just a worse version of the Type 74E, which then kind of sucks because it's just a worse version of the Type 74G, which is okay for Era 2. Not amazing, not bad. Right. Come on, people, get loaded up. You can tell where people are still on the old generation console. Because it's taken them a while to load in. There we go, everyone's in. Glorious. You can tell when anyone's still on the PS4 or the standard Xbox One. Nebelberg.
Full impulse power. Buckle up and punch it.
This is a bad idea. Just saying, but I'm pretty sure this is a bad idea. It was when the Bagel Panzer was in the game, though, so I outclassed it in almost every game, regardless of it. Oh, yeah. Everyone always says the Bagel Panzer was ridiculous. The Marder has always been ridiculous, and then they buffed it. Quite funny, really, because they buffed the Marder while nerfing the Bagel, and they just made it Bagel Part 2, although actually it was always better than the Bagel anyway. I see a few! That ricocheted? Really? Look how much smaller the aim circle gets when I switch into siege mode.
We scored a critical.
I didn't pen it, but I did track it. Nice one! Score! There was movement! But he kept coming. Right, type, let's go. Hey, Cheetah, the bird. I hope you really enjoyed it. Oh, I'll let you up. I see you! I'm not allowed! Not allowed to kill that. Pesky 4005. I see you, buddy. I see you up there. He's panicking, chat. He's panicking. Not allowed to pen it either. That was a bad shot, realistically. I'm just not allowed. I went underneath him. You, sir, are blessed! He's like, I'm just not allowed. This is up a plate for crying out loud. Get dodged! I am Neo, sir! I live in the Matrix! My god, is it because my penetration is that low at this distance? Is that what this is? That's what I assume it is. It's just my penetration is that low at this distance that I can't pen it. Keep him tracked and penned. Lol, you bounced. Okie dokies. I see you! I low rolled! I missed. I missed and he hit me. Hello, sir. I'm very lucky to be alive. He should have killed me there. I'm just going to wait for that bit of blue to appear. Oh, hello.
Got you.
Got him. Oh, hi.
No time for diplomacy.
That 4005's like, I ain't coming back. Oh my god, I'm just not allowed. Genuinely. Right, let's go back up to the top. Bounce once again. Is that another SCV? It is. Oh, great. Well, I got the spotting on him at least.
Penetration. Good shot.
I can't do that. I get shot from over there. My best bet is to sit and hope. Oh, I'm out of AP. That's my bad. I'm out of APDS.
Hands abandon the craft.
Also, I'm sad that 210 Pen didn't pen it, but I was out of APDS. That's a problem. That was my last round of APCR. Oh, that's really awkward. Or APDS rounds, whatever it is that this tank has. It's because we spent so many rounds bouncing off of 4005s and bloody T-34s. Ay, ay, ay. This 4005's had a good time. Oh, he's about to find their campers. Which of Cold War, era of Cold War is worse for YOLOing and lights? Era 1 and 2. Joint, combined, as a thing. Era 1 and 2 are both bad for it. FE101s, F107s, and RUs. They're the three that YOLO all the time. And especially in Era 1, right? You get at least 2 to 3 FE107s and 101s a game. And they literally, all they do is YOLO. They don't do anything. They just sprint about 100 kilometers an hour and that's it. And then you've got the other light tanks with ATGMs in Cold War. But quite a few of the ATGM launching light tanks in Cold War don't YOLO because they can't use their ATGMs then. But you got some of those that obviously have the chain guns like XM800Ts or then the Weasels. The Weasel MK1s, sorry, which are YOLO central as well. Well, the problem with Era 3 is then you just have YOLO MBTs. That's it. Era 3 is just YOLO. There is nothing else about it, John, to be fair. Era 3 is just YOLO. That's pretty much all it is. This guy's going to carry us through to the victory. Sad time that this guy didn't burn out. He hit him with HE. Oh no! Oh no! He's making mistakes though. He's had such a good game, but he's made mistakes. He should have backed straight up to the rock and then turned. Lol. Oh. He should have backed up to these rocks and then turned, so they couldn't just keep going around him. But he just followed them round. He had that. At times. Well, this guy moved at least. I screwed up by just not realising I'd run out of rounds. Because I should have been a bit more aggressive if I'd realised I got the HE and chanced it, got close to the rock, and then I could shot his upper plate or lower plate. But I didn't do that. So, yeah. Problems. Big problems. I think any good player in Cold War, in Era 1, to be fair, like Weaver, is going to focus the 4005s. It's what you do. You take out the 4005s first, then carry on with everything else. Because naturally they're going to blap 1,000 hit points off you, or 1,200 with Hesh now. Or 950, really, isn't it, with the AP. Did he need to move 249 Night Stalker to Cold War? No, well, that doesn't solve a problem, to be fair, like Weaver. All that does is move a problem from one place to another, doesn't it? The T249 and the Night Stalker just have philosophical problems. Like the Night Stalker, for example, if its turret was a bit weaker underneath its gun, so that it was a valid weak spot, so you just shoot it straight at the straight in the gun face, essentially, and then the reload of the clip was a lot longer, and then maybe at tier 10, it'd probably be fine. Because then it'd be similar to a 5100, if we're honest. It'd just be a more armoured version of a 5100, but instead of having shell velocity, you've got crap shell velocity. You've got to be up close and personal, but people can shoot you straight in the face. Because the big problem with it is the fact that it has armour that can bounce most standard shells for tier 9 and 10. And then it comes in, can clip out most vehicles, because it's got really high pen. It obviously puts out the clip decently quickly, but also then, once it's dumped the clip, it can reload the clip in, what, 19 seconds? Something like that, which is really, really fast, compared to other tanks having a similar clip potential, mate, like a Lorraine 40T, for example, which is like 35-second reload, 40-second reload, something like that. Or even any of the 1600 clips. The 1600 clips reload for 15 seconds slower than it, for a similar clip potential. The only downside to the Night Stalker is, well, the two downsides to the Night Stalker is the fact that it's not got a fully traversable turret, and its shell velocity. They're the only two downsides to it. Wait, it's all a bunch of tiny fast tanks, yellow, and pretending they're near from the Matrix? Always has been. Yep. Come on, 4005, you can do this, buddy. Here's my dead, smoking corpse. At least it's just the 430U, oh boy. I didn't see how much HP the 430U has. Would you do a video or live stream where you play up or toxic tanks? I could, but I don't particularly I just don't enjoy playing them, to be honest. I don't pull any enjoyment from them. And then also, generally, if I was to do a video on it, the comments for that sort of thing are just horrific, and I'd rather just not. And then also, yeah, I don't have any fun with it, and I only really do it if I have some sort of fun, some semblance of fun. Oh boy, we are screwed. The only hope is that he hash pens his lower plate and sets him on fire. He reloads 2 more. He hash-penned his roof! Oh my god. 1%. Who wins? Oh, we lost. Okay. Okay. I mean, that must have been close. 1% HP on either side. Theirs did 9k, yeah, but the 430U is ridiculously strong in Era 1. It's a very, very good tank. One of the better tanks in there. Ay, ay, ay. Imagine if that Hesh pen had set him on fire and killed him or something through the turret. That'd have been... That wouldn't have even been funny. That'd have been painful for that dude, but hey-ho. Right, let's move on to the Type 74. We've played 3 games in the SW1. We've had a decent time. Let's move on to the Type 74, which is a tank that... how many games have I played in these Type 74s? I know I didn't mind the last one, but the others were just... yeah. Hello? Do you want to work? Maybe? Right, okay, anyway. 17 in the E. 16 in the G. And 16 in this one. That's it. I felt like... It's one of those things. You literally... You're quite literally playing the same tank, but... Oh, I've got a better view range. Better HP. Better HP on that one. Like, if we were to look at the jump up, let's take a crew from the STA3 and stick it into the E. Right. So this one has 6.52 second reload. This one has a 6.08 second reload, so you get 4.5k DPM. It's a big jump in DPM. 0.34 accuracy. 0.3, so the gun's a lot better. 1.97 aim time, 1.97, 1.27 accuracy during rotation, 2.61 during movement, 1.69 and 0.86, so the gun handling generally gets better. So there is a step up between the Type 74 and the Type 74E. If I was to then go stick the commander from the Type 74 into the G, right? Let's go have a look. So we've got 6.08 second reload. We've got a 6 second reload. We get 0.27 accuracy, though, which is better than the 0.3, for sure. But again, it's at that point where the gun's getting inaccurate, and once you're going at 0.3 or below, you're starting to sit there going, is there a difference between these guns? I'm not sure. 0.82 and 1.3. 0.86 and 1.69, so that's... The bloom is slightly better on this one. 1.97 second aim time is the same view range, same mobilities, just slightly more HP. 8.95 horsepower per ton ratio, 18.95 horsepower per ton ratio, 54 on hull traverse, 47 on turret, 56 and 49, so slightly better. You see, this is what I'm saying about this line, right? Is once you get to Era 2, there's a big jump between, and I think I remember saying that about that when I did the videos about it. The Type 74 to the Type 74E, there's actually quite a large jump between the DPM, accuracy, aim time, all that sort of stuff, and you do feel that. And then you get to the Type 74E and the Type 74G, and naturally the tank looks exactly the same all the way through. There is very little difference between that, and that. Like, difference-wise, very little. They all look the same. So you feel like you're playing the same tank just by pure looks, right? Pure aesthetics, you feel like you're playing the exact same vehicle for this entire grind. But then when you go from Type 74 to the E, you go, oh, that was quite a nice step up. The gun handling generally feels actually more well, just generally more consistent, a lot nicer, the DPM's better, that sort of thing. You go, ah, that's a bit of a step up. And then you go the Type 74 to the G and E to the G, and you go, I'm playing the exact same tank. The step up doesn't, there is no difference in the step up. I may have got slightly better gun handling, but generally, the difference is nothing. I don't feel the difference in it whatsoever. So then you've spent 200k XP grinding from the Type 74E to the G, and you play the G and you go, I've got another 300k to go to get to the TKX. And I feel like I've played the exact same tank for this entire 400, 500, 600,000 XP grind, which just gets boring. Especially when it's a tank that's just a bit meh, right? It's a very meh tank. Like, you could take out the 30Bs and have a lot more fun, or you could take out the Leopards probably and have the same experience, but without the janky hydro pneumatic suspension. I think that's the problem with the Era 2s. The Era 2 for this line is just a bit... yeah. Just a bit meh, honestly. Right, let's stop jibber-jabbering and waffling. Let's go actually play the Type 74. Let's go. I meant so we could see how to deal with him. I suppose that wouldn't work. Bounced on the front of the T249 with M48 122mm. Yeah, 128mm. Frustrating pest. Yeah, they... those things can be annoying to shoot at, T249s. I was playing the T49 yesterday, and I was just like, let's go have some fun in Derp. And I derped an RU for 900 and went, yes! And then instantly got spotted and just deleted within the first 30 seconds of the game by T249 on the opposite team. He just came screaming around the corner, should RBRT me and clipped me out in less than 2 seconds. It's like, great, this is a great experience. I like that. It's good fun. Hey, Shadra, how you doing? How you doing, mate? It's basically so you're going to play the same tank at Era 2 3 times, but it's going to get slightly... Well, yeah, exactly. You play the Type 74, and you go, okay, new tank, whatever. You get to the Type 74E, and you go, oh, I'm playing the same tank, but it actually does feel better. It genuinely feels better. And then you go to the Type 74G, and you just play it, and you go, I'm playing the same tank. Like, there's no difference in this. There is just no... It doesn't feel different. It feels just... It's just underwhelming. It's just, there, whatever. You know what I mean? That's why I barely played them after I'd ground them out. I was like, I can't be arsed with them. Generally. Because they are just a bit boring. There's nothing really special about them. And then to add to that, they're just a bit right? And I did end up grinding through them quite quickly because I got 5 times XP boosters, which helped me to get through it. And not bad. Yeah, not bad. Not bad, Shadra. Not bad. Okay, then. GG, I guess. He's going to die. Get out of here, little pest! I've also got to get into the Era 2 mindset right now as well, because I was fully in the Era 1 mindset. I was going to go to a place that would have been fine for Era 1, but not great for this. Not great for Era 2. Do you mind, Scorpion? Stay there. Get back into the normal mode. This is probably, if I'm honest, a little bit too aggressive. That's a little bit too aggressive. What have I done? Oh! see. So you have chosen death. He chose death, everybody. An understandable selection. That weasel got crushed like a bug? It did. Oh my lord, I bounced off it. Can't physically see them. There's too much foliage and stuff in the way. I'm just going to get to my light tanks in case they YOLO. Because they will YOLO. And so my light tanks can take the brunt. At least I hope. Oh, balls. Yeah, there we go. It's the guy I bounced on earlier. Well, I'm dead here, so I'm at... Oh, there's T80! Full health T80 out of nowhere. Where have you been, sir? I wouldn't be surprised if he'd been sat up here the entire time. How did you survive that? I'd have died doing that kind of jump. These rice paddies would have killed me. Oh, that's smush. That's, yeah, that was pain. I was paying for that, dude. I only want to. 5.4k damage isn't actually too bad of a game for this thing. Just our team did not do anything generally, even though they really did have some YOLOs. But maybe the real bounce was the friends we made along the way. Maybe. Death from above is a great achievement. Always is. Well, I got the Girls and Panzer Centurion. Don't think I will get the Churchill. I think I'll save the 6k on, spend it on something else. Might wait until it goes sale. Well, I think this will probably be the, to be fair, with the bundles, it'll probably be the best it's ever going to be on sale, to be fair. Lone Wolf. But I wouldn't recommend it, personally. Let's go again. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it, personally. He survives that, I would have rolled and died. Yeah, me too. Me too. I'd have rolled and died as well. Shocking. Serene Coast. That's a lot of machine guns. All in one go. Hey, in fact, all of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of their team. 8 of their team is machine gun. That does not bode well for us that has no armor. See, that would be glorious if I was in the BZT-70. If I was in the BZT-70, I would love that because I could HE all of them for so much. But in a Type 74... yeah. My name is James Tiberius Kirk. Here comes the YOLO! Here comes the YOLO! YOLO, 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 YOLO! YOLO YOLO.
Penetration. Good shot.
I don't have quite have the penetration for this guy. My standard pen is not enough. I can go straight through his turret front like that. I just need my team to help. Because he will go through me every time. T-72AV is a top era tank, I'm a bottom era tank. Naturally, I'm outclassed. As you'd expect.
Got through their armor.
But if I do shoot him basically where the gun is, I can pen it.
No time for diplomacy.
Hello.
Penetration. Good shot.
Okay, well, he was a tank and he died. Very quickly. Now, let's go get this T-72AV out. Oh, such a bad shot from me. Thank God he took a second to try and shoot me then. Thank God that missed.
That's on target.
I am like Neo. Pull back, Marder! Pull back! Oh. Eat that HE round. This is the annoyance of having the siege mode though, and having to use the siege mode to get the gun depression. I have to take a second to go, yes. Now I can get the shot in. HE, glorious HE. Broke his engine. Bounced on the leopard. He bounced on me. No! I say, no, no, it's not my time of day. I'm not going to die right now. I like to get along with my tanks. Oh. Okay, gun. Just stop misbehaving on me, yeah? Okay, then. 400 pen just goes, yeah, lol. I'll just bounce on the leopard. That's fine. Not allowed to pen it. Not allowed to pen it. Look at that. What is that? Look at the gun handling outside of the siege mode, man. It's awful. Oof. That shot was like, whee! Off I go. Ay, ay, ay. RDF was a really fun tank. The RDF is a fun tank. It's a pretty solid, fun tank to play, the RDF LT. Oh. Nice game in it, that one. We managed to control the YOLO at least, and we didn't get YOLO'd. That's the main thing. the amount of machine gun YOLO tank saws on their team, we didn't get YOLO'd, and that in of itself is a miracle. So we'll take it. We shall take it. One more in the Type 74. One more, and then we'll move on to the Type 74E. I say one more in the Type 74, but then we'll go play the Type 74 again, but just better. And then we'll go play the Type 74 again, but, well, actually not really that much better. Yeah, that's a real problem for the line on that one. But you'll see what I mean when we go to playing them all, that you do feel the step up when you move up to the E, because you get the better DPM, and the better gun handling as well. But then when you're outside of it, and you go up to the G, you just feel like you're playing all three tanks feel so similar to play. It's just you can take an extra hit or two. I think which is why the grind in World War II has always been nice, right? Because the tanks generally have a playstyle that's very similar to each other as you go up the line, but generally each one has its own quirks that makes it a lot different to the one that you played before it. And as well as that, the other thing is when you're grinding through it, when you go from stock to fully upgraded, the tanks look different. The tank looks different. The modules look different, and naturally you feel a progression as you grind up the line. When you're grinding through these tech trees in Cold War, you don't really feel a difference, especially Era 2 and 3, you don't really feel a difference between stock and upgraded. You just sort of play, and then you go, oh, now I'm on to the next tank. Because the differences are so minor in the upgrades. I think there's quite a lot of flaws in there. There's quite a lot of good things in the way, obviously. Cold War grinds up, but there's also quite a lot of bad things. We've got a lot of flaws, as it was, but there's also a lot of flaws in World War II as well, to be fair. But there's a fair bit of that could actually be solved by just making it +1, -1. But there we go. I had the Mauler, and I want to be able to experience it, at least kind of. Well, the RDF-LT and the Mauler are basically the same tank, it just looks slightly differently because of a collaboration. Although we'll probably never get G.I. Joe back. Because they're two of the tanks that I don't have the Mauler or the Wolverine, you know, the STRV premium that was G.I. Joe. Oh, my driving sucks. Switch to the siege mode, because look at the dispersion in the siege mode. It's basically non-existent, which is why you switch to the siege mode. If you ignore the siege mode, these tanks are going to be so much worse for you to play, because the gun handling is just going to be unbearable, quite frankly. I'm on my way, Mr. Tactician. I'm gonna help. Although I think you'll be fine there with the 184, to be fair. Tank's pretty solid. Get him! Murder him! Yoink! I absolutely yoinked that, just saying. .572. Also, never neglect the HE on this tank. Tracked it. Got what I wanted. Come back here. Come back. Come back. Stop running. Why are you running? Why are you running? You're not supposed to hit me. Bagel! Why are you there? Get out of here. I just wanted your ELC. Everyone's dead over it. We've had a bad game in this one. But also, I've not helped myself in chasing after an ELC, even 90, to be fair. who is still running. He's still running. It's just that ELC even SS12 that's run off. Just finished all of the Conqueror line for the British Heavies. Is the T-57 Heavy worth going for next? Oh, yeah, the T-57 Heavy is a great tank, Justin. Great tank to play. The buffs it's had over recent years have made it incredible, because the gun handling used to be atrocious on it, but then they buffed the gun handling a lot to make it actually pretty accurate, honestly. And it's a fairly scary tank to play against, because you know that thing's just going to DPM you if you're not careful. Because if we're saying it's even an autoloader, it reloads very, very quickly. It puts out the damage very, very quickly, and it's got a nice clip with the extra 440, you know, used to be 1600 damage clip, now it's more than that with having 440 alpha. And the line itself is pretty decent as well. The T-54E1 is derpy, but nice at tier 9. It's like playing a mini version of the T-57 Heavy. You got the T-69 at tier 8, which is not too bad of itself as well. There's, you know, it's a pretty decent line to play. Pretty decent line to play, in all honesty. Although with the T-54E1, that is one that I used to enjoy a lot more before they buffed it. Because while they did help a lot of things that were bad with it, it also added some extra stuff in that, to be fair, I think I just preferred it. It's one of those weird ones where I think I preferred it before they buffed it. Yeah, it wasn't the best of games, but then we lost a lot of hit points and spent a lot of it chasing a ELC even SS12, which, yeah, we shouldn't have done. But there we go. Alright, see you later, Cole. See you later. Right, Type 74E, let's go. That's a minor jump up. No, I say minor jump up. This is a big step up, in fact. We should feel a difference in the gun handling and the DPM and all that sort of stuff in this one. And then it's when we move up from the Type 74E to the Type 74G that we'll sit there going, really? Is this a step up? As your coast. It does feel like you go from STB1 to Type 74, which basically is an STB1, to then the next Type 74, which is just an upgrade of the Type 74, which then we go on to the Type 74, which is just an upgrade of the previous two Type 74s. Here's the thing. T-57 is strong tank indeed. Yes. I say it's just pretty nice. It's a pretty nice tank. See, this is light tank. This is light tankless. This game. There's 2 Scorpion 90s and a BMP-1. That's quite nice. Compared to the previous game, sorry, which had quite a few. Hey, D555, how you doing? I'm alright, mate. I'm alright. How are we?
That's gotta hurt.
Okay. That's because we did not have enough gun depression in that area. I've got to be careful of the Winter Warrior. He can pen me with his machine gun.
No good. Didn't go through.
What?
Looks like that one went straight through. One of our vehicles destroyed.
Oh, we're so screwed.
Nice shot.
Okay.
We got
No, we bounced. Need the heavy tank to get involved. Come on, 4211.
that one drilled straight through.
I think they've just both fired there.
We got him.
Well, that was fortunate.
Track. Punched a hole in their armor.
Like I say, you can feel the step up in the DPM. It's definitely nicer. Thank you for popping smoke. It means the bandit popping.
They're knocked out.
The thing's dead. It's just the Winter Warrior.
The armor is
Stop
damaged.
pushing me. We're dead. To the leopard.
Vehicle's finished.
Problem is, we can get pen by all the machine guns, even with low pen. Oh, that guy's still alive as well, which is awkward. Oh, still had a pretty good game for it. We were just dead in 3 minutes. Still did 7.2k damage in that short time. Hopefully the team pull it off. FE, there's a tank behind you. What are those? Conqueror, FE421. He's on your left, sir. He's over here. Come on, team. You got this. I have faith in you. Come on, team. It's just an FV4211. You can do it. Light tank behind you. Yeah. Get it. He's dead. Nice. Come on, team. It's just the 4-2-on-1. He's the only one left now. You can do this. There we go.
Chalk up another win.
Chalk up another win. Let's go. Victory! Nice. Not a bad game, really, for it. To be fair, we just ended up getting killed in the end. In the little melee of the smoke. Pretty much. We managed to farm as hard as we could, which is what this tank can do. Like I said, the extra DPM and the extra gun handling does feel nicer when you get it over compared to the standard Type 74. But it's just that, yeah. It's when you go from the E to the G where you go, really? Is this it? Is this it? Is this all that you've got for me? How you doing, Nathan? BMP1 armadillo. An armadillo! Ooh! You don't see those very often. It's almost like he's got an X-ray speck on its left eye. It's ready to just detect the enemy team. Or its right eye, I suppose. That's his right eye. Okay, I need to get out of here. I'm in a bad spot.
Enemy is hit.
Yep, I'm dead.
The driver is hit. He can barely steer.
He still had enough.
We're done for.
He'll die for that,
Get out.
surely. Apparently not. He'll get away with all of his points. Oh, I was just in a bad spot. I was too aggressive. I should have gone down here and then that way. What I wanted to do originally was get to here, but I realised I might have been a bit too aggressive. But you can't legislate for stuff like an Ignis Spaghettio, wasting his whole hit points to do it, to be fair. You can't legislate for that. Let's go play the Type 74G, because we are running out of time rapidly. We do need to get onto Era 3 as well. We got a war chest. No. What are we gonna get? 50 gold. Yes. Let's go. Those chests are so rubbish. They really are. Oh yeah. One of the worst things they ever did was ruin the chests for seasonal chests. You know, absolutely woeful. That's why I don't spend money on it anymore. How you doing, Mustafa? How you doing? Corellia. Three XM800Ts. Oof. YOLO Central. So we're in the top Era 3 tank now, in the top 74G. Yeah, how you doing, Mustafa? Hope you're alright.
An internal combustion engine. This vehicle's like my uncle's car. I promise I'll handle it with care.
He promises he'll handle it with care. I doubt his intentions. I doubt Mr. Kirk's intentions here. Nice. Hit right off the bat. Not even managed to get out of spawn. Oh, the Elephant Mark 1B. That is a good tank. That's a very solid tank. XM800T's managed to kill itself. Wow, nice. Yes, I'm doing well, mate. There's Era 2 or Era 3. I'm basically in their base. Hello! I'm shooting thee from the base. I'm shooting thee from your own base, oh boy. Get up. Oh, there's a rock there. Of course there is.
That's critical.
Can I see that guy? I can. That's bad of me. I should have been shooting this dude.
Armor penetrated. Got you.
I'm in your base, enemy team.
Score.
I should have shot that good.
Consider that an honorable discharge. That's our target.
Oh, hello! I see! You have come to shoot me, yes? Don't know why I shot at the monster Jaeger, that was a bad idea.
No penetration.
I'm dead, by the way. That Brenner still just shred me.
Armor penetrated.
I came to help, and that was a mistake on my part. Bad shot. Stay there.
That's our target.
Eat my HE! You're not supposed to get involved, machine gun tank.
They got
Oh,
us.
we're
Everyone
dead.
now.
Again, what a funky, funky game. What a funky... Hello? I could have used you! Ah, well. Hey, Christian. Anyone else think some of the game board tasks are a bit strange? Which ones in particular? It's a good point. I've not looked at my game board. Should have looked at that because I better. Oh, I need to get first win multipliers in different vehicles. So playing 2 more tanks shall have that. Yeah. I bet that game in the Type 74E went badly. Yes. Well, we won though. That's the main thing. Right, 1 more game in this one, and then we'll play 2 more games of the Type 74G, and then on to Era 3. Let's keep going. Castle Green! But yeah, which one's Nathan? Because so far, a lot of them have been what you'd call fairly standard, to be fair. You know, like, get 1 times your hit points in damage, or, you know, deal so much damage in tracking or spotting, or do 2,000 spotting in so many games or whatever. They're the ones I've seen so far. Or get your first win bonus in 4 separate tanks. So I think they've been fairly standard so far of the ones I've seen. But I might not have seen them all. Because they can also re-roll. So if you go, oh, I've got this one that, you know, I've got to get a first win bonus in 4 separate tanks, so that you can end up finishing it and get the exact same mission back. Or re-roll it You use your free reroll and you get the exact same mission back. And you sit there going, oh. Okay.
Let's get this show on the road.
Let's get this show on the road. Is everyone going the other way? Everyone's kind of going the other way.
Looks like that one went straight through.
Oh my god, a lot of their team's over here. Bobble! I should run. Just putting it out there. Bobble. I should run. Too early. I need to run. This side is a loss. A lot of their team is here. I need to go. Rather than just sitting here going, there's a lot of their team here. I shall wait till they hit me. No, no. Run away! Oh, good gravy. That's gonna hurt. Oh, thank God he missed.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
Enemy armor is destroyed. Hello, Leopard.
Enemy armor
I have
is
HE for you.
damaged.
I have APCR for you. Or APDS, anyway.
They're hit.
I hate it when HE hits the fuel tanks, but doesn't set them on fire. Oh my goodness gracious me. That's a BZ D70 over here.
They're hit. They're knocked out.
They're knocked out.
Looks like that one went straight through.
What am I doing? I'm so stupid. I could have get a shot into him easy. That was bad from me.
That one drilled straight through.
Alright, sure. 2 people in our cap, 40 seconds. T80 should make it. Or maybe T80 won't make it. Yeah, we'll make it. We got him. This is potentially going to hurt. Uh-oh! Thank God. It's an ELC even SS12. Did you ever play World of Warships on console? I did. It's okay. It's not my... It's a bit too slow for me, personally, World of Warships. I didn't mind it on PC, but then I actually think I preferred playing Warships with a mouse and keyboard, whereas I prefer tanks with a
Mission accomplished.
controller by a mile. But then it doesn't need as intricate aim system with warships as it does tanks. Like, I feel like I need the aim, which I'm much better with a controller. But with warships, you just got to be sort of in the right area, and you can spray, right? So, much prefer the mouse and keyboard for that, and just the controls and stuff. Plus, I think the size of the game, because obviously World of Warships Legends is less tiers and stuff like that than PC. Right. 2 more. We'll play another game in the top 74G, then we'll move on to Era 3. Because we are running out of time. So, I need to get on to Era 3 if I can, and play a couple of games in there. Live Oaks. Dip or die. To the train tracks. Love the Live Oaks music. Do do do. Bum ba da bum, bum bum.
Sometimes it's worth leaping at your enemies without looking. Sometimes.
You can also tell with the gun handling that the first Type 74 with the gun handling is woeful when you're not in the siege mode. The other two, when you're outside the siege mode, the gun's actually not too bad. He stopped. Right, let's carry on. Attack. We're doing the thing that people do, which always gets me, where people get distracted and stop in bad spots. And I'm doing it. I'm doing it again. I know I'm doing it. I'm just going to have to live with it because I want the damage. Oh, he's got unspotted. Right, let's go kill stuff over here before the YOLO Swaggins light tanks come running. But do I recommend it, Mustafa? Well, it's personal preference, mate. Personal preference. If you feel like you'll enjoy it, give it a whirl. Nice ricochet, bro. That bobble, though, sometimes. You think you're set, and then it just goes, whoop! Sir, I'm not quite sure what you are thinking of here, but I'm sure it is your death. Thank you, I'm not going to take an extra hit for that. I actually had that dude dead there, but no. The light tank managed to slap us away. That was bad. HE through the upper plate. HE through his cupola. Problem is I'm taking hits I don't need to take there. Because I have to wait for the gun to settle. I end up taking hits. Stay there. Centurion 9? From where? There's still a Centurion 9 back here. Oh. Pain. Did you watch PSG buying game last night? What game? I didn't actually watch it. I saw the highlights though. It looked like a pretty mental game. Pretty mental game, the PSG buying game. The game tonight will be. I think you're right. I think it will be difficult for Arsenal. But they got the home advantage, right? So you never know. But the way they've been recently, they've got to dig in. Because at the minute, it doesn't look like they're going to get the title. It looks like they've managed to bottle the title, just about. Back up to the wall, bro. Back up to the wall. This guy needs to back up to the border there. But that looked like a lot of fun. He got YOLO'd by 3 XM800Ts. They're not even platooned. They just YOLO'd him together. Now another tank that is truly outclassed by everything. Needs to get the ATGM out. This bandit, on this bandit, the bagel. Dead. RBLT by the bandit. Sad times for us. Sad times. Carry on. Is the Tier 9 Lorraine MX Heavy any good? If you play it like a medium, yes. Do not think it's a heavy tank. Do not think it's a heavy tank. It's a medium tank in heavy tank's clothing. Oh, I said I'd play the Era 3 next, didn't I? Because time's running out. Oh, well, it'll be fine. This is the last game in this tank anyway. But yeah, the Tier 9 Lorraine MX is a really solid tank. Big gun's really good. The 120mm gun, because you get the choice of 2 guns, is solid enough. It's pretty consistent. Worse than the big gun, I think, but it's just pretty consistent. You got good turret armor, so you can go hull down with it, which is nice, because it's got the same turret armor pretty much as the Tier 9 Heavy. Protectory, that is. But then you've got the Lorraine 40T hull, so you've got absolutely no armor on the hull. Like, no armor whatsoever. It's pure Swiss cheese. You're going to get penned by everything. RT hits you, you're getting penned. But with having the Lorraine 40T hull, you've got a lot of mobility. Like, your mobility is fantastic, which is why I say you play it like a hull-down medium tank. You play it to get to positions where you can go hull-down, and then don't go brawling in city and town areas where you've got to expose the hull, right? Because that's where it's going to go badly. We've got a choice of 2 good guns, though, which is nice, like I say. Right, we're going to play aggressive, which is bad with the light tanks that are on the enemy team. No, I'm not going to do that. I was going to rush to K1, but no. Not with what they've got. Bagel, marder, weasel. Yeah, that's death. That's death if I go K1. Absolute death. Can't do that.
We scored a critical.
Bounced on a Jaguar Black. Okay.
Their armor's still intact.
Nice YOLO, bro. He's going to get away with it as well. Oh, maybe not.
Got through their armor. No.
I'll take even hitting him there.
Penetration. Good shot.
I hit him with HE. We just don't have enough gun depression for that peak, so I need to stop doing that. We should go to a better spot for my gun depression. Oh, hey!
Armor penetrated. Damage to main gun. Aim is compromised.
Okay then. I see. I didn't want to hit anything anyway. It's okay. I get it. You're a pacifist.
Got through their armor.
Take it, Mr. YOLO.
Armor penetrated.
Critical. Good work.
Nice one. Score. Armor penetrated.
Okay then. I tell you, not allowed.
Penetration. Good shot.
There, I just got assistance damage for it, which is nice.
Take that.
Get him! I bounced! I'm sorry, rip headphone users. Ripperonis to the headphone users. Hello!
Let's try damage.
I'm not sure he was expecting that, if I'm honest.
Armor penetrated.
Come on, reload! No!
Nice one.
I got one shot in. Oh, the house got destroyed.
Scotty, beam us up.
We were always dead though. It was just trying to get as much as we could out of it. The YOLO was strong in that game, so it still came out with a nice total. 8.5, 3,000 assists in the end, which is pretty decent. Pretty good going. Go on, Chieftain CER, you got this. Just hesh the martyr. Hesh him. Just got it from the base XP war chest. Nice. Good go. It's in the highlights this morning. Will be interesting the last couple of weeks for Arsenal for the title. Hope England do well in the World Cup. Yeah, we'll see it on the England front. He's firing HE. I have no idea how we'll do in the World Cup, to be fair. We're very, very hit and miss. We're not very entertaining to watch either, which is sad. Shoot the T-54D! It's a one-shot! Oh, the Marder! Marder's making mistakes! Oh, that's a full health Brennus. That's not conducive to winning. Oh, he just keeps turning and giving him free shots. He should have shot the T-54D. No, that's death. Sag. Close defeat. I'm not sure the MX-1357 expected that ramp. Still, a nice game. We did everything we could. We just it was not enough, and our team clearly didn't help, except for the CTR. Really, we got a fair bit of damage, and the elephant that was with us as well. We managed to farm quite a bit while that weasel died, because the weasel sort of YOLO'd into the pack and distracted them. Which was nice for us. How much did we do in the end on that? 1954 in 2 shots. Oh yeah, I don't think he expected that ram. He was like, I can YOLO now! It's like, no. No, you cannot. Right. Into the TKX, which is the start of Era 3. We've got about 20 minutes to play in the Era 3 tanks. I have a feeling I remember playing the TKX and enjoying the TKX more than the Type 90. No, I moved on to Type 90, it was like, yeah, it's alright. But the TKX is nice. Da 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 da. Ba 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 ba. Come on, people, load into the game. There we go. TKX time. What is going on? There we go.
Being a Ninja Turtle is a full-time job, let alone being a tanker too.
Yes, being a Ninja Turtle is a full-time job. Absolutely. Right, our team's charging this way, so we shall also charge this way.
Penetration!
Oh! Nearly got him! So very nearly.
We hit their armor. We didn't even scratch them.
Is he still... Well, taking a hit here. Because apparently no one wants to shoot it.
Enemy armor is damaged. That was almost too easy. Nice hit.
I've tracked you.
We didn't leave a
Bobble.
scratch.
Gun bobble.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
I'm not aiming low enough. got to wait for the gun to go down. It's really annoying.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Also, my team is... I'm dead, by the way. My team is dead behind me. Or they've run off the other way.
Great hit.
Bad shot.
Scratch them.
Oh, we ought to shot him.
They got us.
Well, most of my team, instead of coming over here, which the team needed to do, they all sat up here and just died one by one. 0-3, to be fair. You just got to YOLO together. If you don't YOLO together, you die. Which is the unfortunate nature of it. Let's go play the top 90 because, like I say, we are running out. We are running out of the timings. Right, let's go get that one. Yes, you can go into the type 90. And then what we're going to do is get rid of that, get rid of that. We're going to have... What we're going to have? We're going to have that, and we're going to have that. Because the amount of YOLO is crazy. And so managing to combat ramming is something that can be quite nice. The skin does look nice, though, for this tank. I do like the skin for this tank. Airfield. I say, in a knife fight, these tanks can be a bit annoying because of the aiming, the reticle not being locked to the camera, right? So in a knife fight like that, where you really need to be really precise, it can be a real pain. Like, we had quite a lot of times where we were trying to get the lower plate and then the gun was bobbling slightly because it was disconnected from the camera and then it was hitting the upper plate and stuff like that. Makes it very awkward to fight on a ridgeline like that with the TKX and the Type 90. It's quite annoying. They're very, very good in a situation where you're not being the one shot at or everything's in the open. You can just keep firing on flat, but in that sort of situation, they're very, very awkward. Let's go.
Let's see what this ride can do.
Let's see what this ride can do. $80,555. Ah! Sorry, Ariete. Let's go here and see if we can see up the airfield. See if there's anything chilling up this way. Yes, an MX-40. And a Belka. Oh my god, he got a D-triple. He penned you with HE there, buddy. That didn't look pleasant. Really?
That's track damage we didn't need.
Really? The walls are like, yes, I shall take all of the shells. I've got tanks up my boot. Yeah, I'm dead here.
No penetration.
These guys aren't stopping these guys driving around.
We're stuck here for a while.
So I is dead. There we go.
I got it. Everyone out now.
Most of the team's over here. Let's go play the TX again. Because hopefully that's back. Hopefully that is back. It's not back. Sad times. I was hoping that'd be back quicker because that game was pretty much over when we died. And the team is taking a while. Unless they're chasing a weasel. It could be a weasel chasing a weasel, which would be quite awkward. Would be quite awkward. How much are we? 9,000 on the regiment store. Ah, that's the tank coming back. I think I might pick up this one. think I might pick up this one. Although it doesn't seem to... I don't know, it doesn't seem to look as good on a Sherman as it does on some of the other tanks. Because I've had quite a few of the camos now where I look at it and go, oh, that actually looks really nice when I put it on something like a Conqueror or a Mouse or a Type 5. You actually model it on there. When you model it on the Sherman, it doesn't... It's like it spaces out differently. Right, let's go again. Mr. TKX. Hellfire Pass. Bum ba dum bum. Bum 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 dum ba da ba da da dum da 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 da. Right, let's go have a look what we can do.
Turtles are not to be messed with.
Grind in the chat line now. Should I go TVP or VZ? I think both have some solid tanks in there. Hawksy, to be fair. The Skoda T50, for example, at tier 9 is beautiful. If you have the party wagon, though, you pretty much already have the tank, so there is that. VZ55 is pretty solid, though. The TNH TVZ51 is also pretty solid at tier 9. TNH 105 1000 is okay at tier 8. The Czech heavy line is, even though it's been nerfed in places because it was too strong, is still a very, very good heavy line. I'm looking, they all full sent out. Yeah, they did. They absolutely did. I went to a position that was far too aggressive, though, which I could have helped, to be fair. But, yeah, they all full sent our way. And our team was over the other side. Which is usually a death sentence, isn't it, in Era 3? And it never invariably was. Don't you just hate it when they stop? They're just like, this is the place. I shall stop. And you're like, no, don't stop there. Keep driving. I see you. Just needing to drive out. There's also going to be a light touch for my Butox. Come on, Leclerc T4.
Enemy armor is hit.
Straight through. There is a light tank up our butt. I knew there was going to be, but I didn't think he'd actually manage to get up here, to be honest. Because he's got a heavy over there. Sir.
It's my call. I decide who
I'm not sure that was going to go well for you. How accurate is this gun? 0.20? I mean, I know he's 500 meters away, but my lord. If I aim for that drive wheel, she'll pretty much go in. shot. What I need to do is go in, because our team's going to be boned from behind in a minute. Thanks for the gun bobble. Right, we gotta go. Because they're gonna be behind us. You bounced. Hello, TKX. I have shells for you, yes? Get tracked. Okay. That bounced? Okay. I shall let you just run past me then. Therefore, you're dead.
We took a hit to the fuel tank.
Off we go. Hello, sir. I hate the fact that you're penning me from the front with your autocannon. No fires for you. Die.
It's my call. I decide who gets a beatdown. Critical hit.
Critical hit. Really?
Hit. Great hit.
Sure, buddy. Not allowed. Thank you for the ram. I'll take the extra 700 damage. Thank you.
We'll get them next time.
11k damage is not too bad. 11k damage is not too bad. We just didn't capitalize on our numbers on those dudes. It took a bit too long to kill them, and then everyone died, seemingly going back for the other dudes that came in from behind. Which is sad times, but still not too bad a game for us in the TKX there. Right, one more game in the type 90. Type 60? I was about to say type 60. It's not type 60. Type 90. One more game to end the stream. Hopefully we can at least try and have a bit of decent time with it. Alright, see you later, Lone Wolf. Have a great rest of your week, mate. The gun bobble puts me off playing that line. Really don't like it. Yeah, the gun bobble's a bit of a pain for sure. D555. It's definitely a pain. Especially on these Era 3s, because the bobble's a bit of an annoyance. Also, with your suspension going like that, it actually makes your weak points on your hull easier for people to pen. And then to add to that, when you're in those knife fights, especially when you're on ridgelines, with your gun doing that all the time, and also just the reticle not being locked to the camera, it makes it really awkward when you've got to be dead precise with where you're hitting people. They don't have any problem hitting you precisely because their reticle is stuck to the camera, whereas this one isn't. So you tend to find that shots lag behind people, or they randomly go in front of people, or they just go upwards into people's upper plates and stuff like that. It's really awkward, is what I find with these. Like, in terms of farming, they're not too bad. If you get into farming locations, you can do okay, but then it just struggles. But yeah, this will be the last game of the stream anyway. We have been going for nearly, well, for about 3 hours as it is. And we managed to get through pretty much all the line. We didn't get to play quite as many in the Era 3s as we did the Era 1 and 2s, but still, managed to get a good few games in. Showing off the line in general, I hope. And then at some point, hopefully I'll have the time to make the on-track series video for this line, but it's going to be a very long video because there's more tanks to cover than normal in that sort of video. For a Cold War line, because there's 9 tanks, or 8 tanks, whereas the World War II tends to be, what, 6? 5, maybe? I don't like it when it's just detected. So that makes me go, ATGM is flying my way. I need to rush town, though. Get this team shifting through the town. Stay there, buddy. BU is unhappy. We made him angry. This is why you take dynamic driving, by the way, because that guy was just on the full. Aha! Tank is shooting me. Full send. The amount that people do that all the time in Era 3, and then they'll just ram you, even if they're in a really light tank. They'll still ram the really heavy tank. So you take dynamic driving in Spore Liner, you get lots of free damage from them. But I should probably take the Spore Liner on this tank as well, because I'm not the heaviest MBT in the universe. But again, it means I can sponge some of it at least. Shots like that, the gun lagged behind, so I ended up missing hitting the spot I couldn't pen on that Challenger MK3. Get out of it, Marder. I'm trying to farm you a Challenger here. Really, Weasel? That was my ammo rack. That was very unkind of you. We were doing okay there. We still had a lot of hit points. Ah, well, sad times. Explosive way to end the stream, but there we go. So yeah, that's it for the stream anyway. Thank you very much everybody for tuning in. I hope you've all had a great time. Hope you all have a great rest of your week. Hopefully Tanks doesn't do this to you. That would be very, very nice, because if Tanks does that to you, it's not a very good time. So yeah, thank you very much everybody for tuning in. We've managed to get through most of the independent Japanese line, which is good. So we showed most of it off. I say hopefully I'll be able to. I'll probably end up. I'll need a replay for the top 90 still, but hopefully be able to get a video out for you on the whole thing and show it off a bit more as well. So yeah, thank you very much everybody for tuning in. I hope you all had a great time, and I will see you all later.